Hi, Ray.
Hey there, Carol.
You came over this morning. Now, you had surgery, and you had done some post-op care here, and then you went back to Haiti.
I did for 4 weeks. I was in Haiti. It was hot, extreme hot with the upper 90s, 100 temperature, and in that process, I had a lot of swelling. The doctor did not want my hand to be swollen like that, but that, when you're in extreme heat, you tend to swell up. And I did that and came back and experienced some issues. The night before I came back, I had compression bandages on, and my hand went uncontrollably swollen. Came back thinking that the cool of the Midwestern autumn would help to relieve some of that swelling, and it did not. It just kept, throbbing. In fact, I would say that my wrist was inflamed and it was on fire. Has been on fire. I still am feeling a little bit of heat in particularly 2 areas of my wrist at the moment. But yes, you gave me the seed milk.
Now, you came and it was really significantly swollen.
It was significantly
and we
swollen
had
a few moments ago.
like a bruising going on, like right here. It was all
at the knuckles.
Yeah.
Although I can't tell. Carol can tell me that because I have not seen the top part of my hand except in the mirror, and it's been so puffy and swollen I've not been able to tell. Although I have felt it.
Right.
And now it's been maybe 20 minutes since we've had the seed milk. There's actually a gap in here now, which I have not had a gap in the binding of this cast for at least a good week now. There was a time when the swelling went down slightly, and I would feel this little lip open, and it is open now. So I have had some significant swelling go down just in the last 20 minutes. It's wonderful. In fact, I had mentioned to Carol earlier as I was sitting and watching a few videos she was having me watch, that all of a sudden I had this interesting tingling sensation going on right here in my arm, and then all of a sudden it went warm, and it was probably a couple minutes after that, not more than 5 minutes ago, that all of a sudden I'm realizing this swelling has begun to go down, and I'm anticipating that even more will go down right now, because it was just less than 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago that I finished drinking my seed milk. Wonderful seed milk we had a banana in there and greens.
Yes, we did have the greens. Yes.
Always green. I love the greens.
Now, when you had the surgery and you were staying here at the house, and your pain level was intense, and the doctor had said what about the seed milk, and what did I say about the seed milk?
Oh, now that I don't
You
recall.
remember they weren't recommending that you have seed milk for...
Oh, no, they were not recommending seed milk because of the flaxseed, because of the omegas in the flaxseed. They were afraid of whatever properties that the flaxseed happens to have, that it may have something to do with the blood working properly. And so Carol said, that's not true. And in fact, the day of the surgery, I had refused any of the prescription medications. I totally refused. And so the nurse went out of the room with the prescription, and I literally heard the doctor tearing it up. I don't know if he was mad or just it was a way of getting rid of it so that no one else could reuse that. But I went that first night, and Carol brought in seed milk. I'll tell you, and she is not asking me to tell you this part, but I had the seed milk, and probably within 5 minutes of 2 swallows, that's all I took of it. And she brought me this massive glass. I took 2 swallows, and I was out for a couple hours.
You went to sleep?
I went to sleep. I was just gone to the world, and I felt with just 2 sips of the seed milk, I was gone. I did wake up a couple hours later and finish my seed milk because I love my seed milk. I'll tell you, Carol introduced me to seed milk, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, and I really have not been at that point in time, was not that excited about it. It is a taste, acquired taste, and it's a unique taste. And I will say, though, prior to my leaving for Haiti in the September of 2010, I had become more accustomed and made seed milk all the time. In Haiti, I don't get to. I have to travel with my seeds there. They do not have ready access to sesame seeds, and we can get pumpkin seeds there, but flax seeds you don't find there readily. Sunflower and sesames you don't get there. So I have to travel with them, and I can't take a whole lot back because there are other supplies I have to take with me. But when I do have it, I have it at least. I try for twice a week, and mix it up and enjoy it. My husband will take a little bit with it, but I'll mix my greens or my barley max with it and sit and enjoy. And then I give the leftover portions to my dogs. My dogs will both fight over the fact of the leftovers to the seed milk, and you have to understand Haitian dogs are not the healthiest of dogs, and my dogs are along that same line. But with the seed milk, I've seen their coats get a little shinier,
right?
You know, and I don't see their ribs quite as much when they're having the seed milk on a regular basis. When they're back to their normal eating, then I see their ribs more,
yeah,
and
right.
that. But seed milk has become part of me. I can't even imagine life without seed milk. But I get very sad when my seeds go down to an end. Fortunately, I've been back in the States a little more frequently, so I can take some back. I'll be gone for 5 months, and I know I'll run out, and I'll be very sad during that time. And I'll wait to get back to the States and get them and get going again.
So, anyways, thank you so much for sharing. Obviously, we want to see the cast come off, and you're make more
2:00.
Progress, and but we're grateful that your hand went down.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very grateful. Now I know you're going to think this is strange, but just the simple act of being able, I can't go straight yet, but I can move it back and forth. I can touch my fingers to my thumb, the first 3. I've not been able to get because of the positioning of the cast, I can't get the little pinky one to do it. I can make a fist, and so I'm looking forward to having a little more flexibility once this comes off at 2:00 this afternoon.
Yeah. So.
But I can feel things moving in there that were not moving. They were sort of clogged prior to the seed milk. And I mean, it was a good sized glass of seed milk too. You're going to wish you had one. You better try it out sometime.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.